Music. Hi, my friend, it's Sophie. I'm really glad you're here today. How are you feeling right now? Maybe you're listening in the middle of a busy day, or maybe it's late at night and you just want a quiet voice to keep you company. Wherever you are, I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Today, I want to talk with you about something simple but also powerful: being grateful for everything. Before we start, take a moment to get comfortable. And if you truly enjoy what I do here, you can like this video and subscribe, but only if it feels right for you. It really helps me keep sharing with you. Also, I'd love to know where you're listening from. Maybe you're in Seoul or Bangkok or Spalo. Maybe it's morning for you, maybe night. Share your city and your local time in the comments. It always makes me so happy to see how many countries are gathered here together. Now, let's begin. Gratitude often feels like something big, doesn't it? Like you need to wait for a promotion, a new house, or a perfect holiday before you can really feel thankful. But actually, the deepest gratitude often comes from the ordinary things we already have. Think about the moment you wake up. The sun is shining through your window, or maybe the sky is cloudy and soft. You open your eyes and take your first breath of the day. That small moment, breathing, waking, being alive, is already a gift. It's easy to miss. We rush into our routines, check our phones, think about problems, but gratitude whispers quietly in the background. You already have something good right here. Maybe it's the cup of tea in your hand. Maybe it's the smile of someone you love. Maybe it's just the silence of a peaceful room. When we slow down, we start to notice. And when we notice, we begin to feel grateful. Gratitude is not about having everything. It's about seeing everything we already have with new eyes. I sometimes think of gratitude as a light switch. When you turn it on, the whole room changes. The objects don't move, the furniture is still the same, but suddenly you see it all differently. Gratitude lights up the simple, ordinary things that were always there and shows you their hidden beauty. Maybe today as you listen, you can pause for just one breath. Look around you. Notice one small thing that makes your life softer, warmer, or easier. It could be your pillow, your shoes, the sound of a bird outside. These small things may seem unimportant, but together they form the gentle rhythm of your life. And when you begin to see ordinary days as gifts, something inside you softens. You realize that even when nothing dramatic happens, your life still holds quiet treasures. Don't rush. Good things need roots first. Gratitude is like water for those roots. Steady, gentle, always flowing. So maybe today you don't need a big change. Maybe you just need a reminder. The ordinary day you are living right now already holds more than you think. Gratitude is not only about feeling good. It also changes the way we see the world. When you choose to be grateful, your eyes begin to focus on what is present, not what is missing. And that small shift can transform your whole day. Think about how our minds usually work. We often wake up and start listing problems. I'm late, I'm tired, I don't have enough money, I wish I had more time. It's like putting on glasses that only let you see what is wrong. And when you wear those glasses, everything looks heavy and unfair. But gratitude offers a different pair of glasses. With these, you notice what is still working, what is still good. The bed that held you through the night, the clean water you can drink, the message from a friend that made you smile. These are small things, but they change the way you feel. There's a beautiful truth here. What you focus on grows. If you focus on what is missing, your sense of lack will grow. But if you focus on what you already have, your sense of fullness will grow. And that fullness gives you strength. Maybe you have seen this in people around you. Some people with very little are still cheerful and kind. Others who seem to have everything still feel empty and unhappy. What makes a difference? Often it's gratitude. Gratitude fills the heart, not the wallet. Gratitude gives peace, not perfection. I remember once walking through a small village during my travels. The houses were simple, the streets quiet, and yet the families I met welcomed me with warm smiles, shared food and laughter. They had so little compared to what many of us think we need. But their gratitude for each other, for the little they had, was overflowing. It made their world feel rich. And standing there, I realized maybe richness is not about having more, but about seeing more. You don't need to wait for a perfect life to feel grateful. Gratitude can live in any moment. In a child's laugh, in a shared meal, in the sound of rain on your window. These things might not change your circumstances, but they change your heart. And when your heart changes, your life changes. You carry yourself differently. You speak more kindly. You breathe more deeply. Gratitude is like a gentle lens that softens the edges of your world. So even the hard days feel lighter. Maybe you can try this today. Whenever you feel stressed or discouraged, pause and ask yourself, what is one thing right now that I can be grateful for? It doesn't have to be big. Even something as small as I'm grateful for this breath is enough. Because gratitude is not about collecting more things. It's about noticing the things already here and letting them change how you see everything else. It's easy to feel grateful when life is smooth, when the sun is shining, when things are working, when you feel safe. Gratitude flows naturally. But what about the hard times? What about the days when nothing feels right? This is where gratitude becomes more than just a nice idea. In difficult moments, gratitude can be your anchor. It doesn't erase the pain. It doesn't deny the struggle, but it gives you something to hold on to. A quiet reminder that not everything is lost. Maybe you've had days when life felt too heavy, a problem you couldn't solve, a relationship that hurt, a dream that fell apart. In those moments, it's normal to feel angry, sad, or hopeless. Gratitude doesn't ask you to ignore those feelings. Instead, it invites you to notice what is still here with you. For example, during one difficult season in my life, I felt like everything was slipping away. My plans, my confidence, even my sense of direction. But in the middle of that storm, I remember one evening clearly. I was sitting at my desk, tears on my face, and suddenly I heard laughter outside. Children were playing on the street, chasing each other, full of life. That sound didn't solve my problems, but it reminded me that joy still existed in the world, and that maybe slowly it could return to me too. Sometimes gratitude in hard times is as simple as saying, I am still breathing, I am still here. That single truth can become a seed of hope. You see, gratitude is not just for the good days, it's also for the broken days. It teaches us that even pain can hold hidden lessons. Losing something can show us what really matters. Struggle can make us stronger, kinder, more compassionate. I think of people who have lived through disasters or illness. Many of them say that after the hardship, they began to value life in a new way. The taste of food felt richer. The touch of a loved one felt more precious. The simple ability to walk, to see, to speak, these became miracles. So maybe gratitude in hard times is not about being thankful for the pain. It's about being thankful through the pain. It's the choice to say, even now I will look for what is still good. Don't rush. Good things need roots first. Healing takes time, but gratitude can be the soft light that guides you through the darkness step by step. If you're going through something difficult right now, I hope you hear this. You don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to feel what you feel. But when you're ready, even the smallest gratitude, a hand to hold, a warm meal, a moment of silence, can remind you that life still holds gentle gifts waiting for you to notice. Stories often stay with us longer than lessons, and sometimes the smallest story carries the biggest reminder. I remember a moment from many years ago when I was waiting in line at a small bakery. It was a rainy afternoon, everyone a little tired and impatient. In front of me was an older woman with just a few coins in her hand. She looked at the bread, counted her money again, and seemed unsure if she had enough. The shop owner noticed. Without saying much, he gently wrapped the bread, handed it to her, and waved his hand as if to say, "Don't worry about it." The woman's eyes filled with tears. She whispered, "Thank you," and walked out slowly, holding that bread as if it was gold. It was such a small act, a loaf of bread, a quiet gesture. But in that moment, I saw something powerful, gratitude shining through her face. It wasn't about the bread itself. It was about being seen, cared for, and reminded that kindness still exists in the world. That image stayed with me because gratitude often grows in these small exchanges. The smile from a stranger, the door held open, the call from a friend at the right time. They don't cost much, but they change the atmosphere around us. They remind us that we are not alone. And here's the part I find beautiful. Gratitude multiplies. When that woman left the bakery with her bread, I could see how her gratitude lit up her whole presence. And I just watching felt grateful too. Grateful for the chance to witness kindness. Grateful for the reminder that generosity still matters. Maybe you've experienced something like this. A moment when someone's small act touched you deeply. Or perhaps you've been the one to offer it and you saw the other person's gratitude reflected back at you. These are quiet but powerful connections. Gratitude is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's in the smallest story, the kind you could almost miss. But those stories are what keep us human, keep us soft, keep us hopeful. Maybe today you can think of one small story from your own life. A time when someone surprised you with kindness, or a time when you gave something simple and the other person's gratitude filled your heart. Hold that story close. Let it remind you of the gentle truth life's real beauty often hides in the little moments. Pause here for a second. Take one slow breath. And remember, even one small act, one small story can carry a big reminder to be grateful for everything. So, how do we take gratitude from a nice idea to something we live every day? It starts with small, gentle steps. Gratitude is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice, like watering a plant, like breathing in and out. One simple way is to begin your mornings with a question. What am I grateful for right now? It doesn't have to be big. It could be the sunlight on your window, the chance to try again today, or even the simple fact that your body carried you into this moment. Starting your day with gratitude sets the tone for everything else. Another way is to end your evenings with reflection. Before you sleep, think of 3 small things that happened today that made you thankful. They don't need to be dramatic. Maybe a message from a friend, a good meal, or a moment of laughter. Writing them down in a journal or just saying them quietly to yourself can turn ordinary days into treasures. Gratitude also grows when we share it. Telling someone, "I appreciate you," or "Thank you for being here," not only lifts them, but it deepens your own sense of connection. Gratitude is a bridge. The more you walk across it, the stronger your relationships become. And maybe most important, gratitude reminds us to slow down. When life feels rushed, gratitude says, pause, look around, notice what is already good. Don't rush. Good things need roots first. And gratitude is the water that helps those roots grow strong. Living gratefully doesn't mean ignoring your struggles. It means holding both, the pain and the blessing, the loss and the gift. Gratitude is the gentle balance that keeps your heart open in all seasons. So today, as you listen to my voice, I hope you feel this truth. You don't need a perfect life to live gratefully. You already have moments, people, and gifts around you waiting to be noticed. Pause, breathe, look, and whisper to yourself, "This is enough. I am grateful." As we close today's episode, I want to leave you with a soft reminder. Gratitude is not about collecting more. It's about noticing what is already here. The smile of someone you love, the comfort of your bed, the sound of rain outside your window. These little things are not little at all. They are the quiet threads that weave your life together. If you remember one thing from today, let it be this. Even when life feels ordinary, even when it feels heavy, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude doesn't erase your struggles, but it gives you strength to carry them with a lighter heart. So, as you move through the rest of your day or prepare for rest tonight, let gratitude be your gentle companion. Whisper it, write it, share it, and watch how it slowly reshapes the way you see the world. Have you experienced something like this? A moment when gratitude surprised you? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your stories, and they remind me that we're all walking this journey together. Until next time, take care of your heart, your breath, and your gratitude. Jin?